to another video. Today is the Monday following Mother's Day. I hope all of you fellow mothers had a great Mother's Day. Brian and I were laughing this morning over coffee because yesterday was so sweet and everybody was doing things for me, lots of resting, and today it's like, okay, I've got to do the laundry, back to all that to say we had a really great day. We just stayed at the house. We didn't make it to church. My Evan had actually gotten up at 3:30 the night before, so we were super tired, but we had a great day. Brian made a big brunch. His family came over. My mom came over. Most of my kids were here. That was so sweet. Zeke brought me a big bouquet of flowers and a bottle of red wine, and I was like, how is my kid old enough to buy me wine? But it was really thoughtful. It was really, really sweet. So we had a really good day. So today is our last full week of homeschool for the 2025 year, and so that is so exciting and so crazy. My son Everett graduates from our homeschool this weekend, so there's some things to do to prepare for that. Emma and Chris close on their house here locally on Friday, so there's a lot of packing and preparation and helping out for that. My Lizzie just graduated from Fire Academy. I'll insert some video of that this past weekend. So it's just a busy season. We've got Evelyn and Joel's wedding coming, and at the end of the month I'm hosting Eli and Hannah's baby shower. So much stuff. But today the focus is picking up the house, editing some videos, getting some computer work done, getting our meal plan squared away for the week. And Brian bought me a green stalk for Mother's Day that should come this week. So I need to kind of rethink through what I'm going to plant in there and make sure I have everything for that, because that'll be really fun that evening when it comes to get that all set up. Juno is at my bedside, or at my feet here. So we're going to start by getting some laundry going and getting my room picked up. I like to kind of move this way. Evan has PT. I'm kind of taking it easy with his school the last few weeks as we focus on these other things. Evan is kind of schooled year round. We just do, it's better for him to do things consistently than have a big break. So we're more flexible with his schedule on weeks like this when we have a lot going on, but I am going to print off his happy sheets. We'll do some of that today. So it should be a good day. For dinner tonight, we're having some Chipotle bowls. We're going to use the leftover fajita meat from Mother's Day, so I should just have to make some rice, so that should be an easy meal. And actually for lunch we're gonna have leftover hamburgers that we grilled over the weekend. So food wise, outside of making some yogurt, and I'm gonna make some more Ninja Creami recipes. I will show you the Ninja Creami recipes in this video, but then it takes 24 hours, so you won't see them actually blended up until probably a couple videos from now, because the video that's going to be airing, well, you won't see it in this video. Let's just say that. I'm trying to get ahead of my content, so I get kind of confused as to what order I'm posting things. But okay, so first off, laundry. When I have a full day at home and lots of things to accomplish, I always try to start with dishes and laundry first, so that those things can be cleaning and working and getting done while I work on other things. And I know that I had a lot of laundry to get done. We had lots of kitchen rugs and extra things that had already been in the wash. So I started with the piles of laundry that was already in our laundry room. Our laundry room is definitely going to be something that we plan to finish this summer. We have this really pretty green paint, but if you see the white walls, we have some beautiful wallpaper that we purchased after the fire that has yet to go up on the wall. So this is a beautiful space. I'm really looking forward to the pretty happy flowers in there too. So hopefully we'll have some time this summer where Brian can finally get that on the wall. So then I went to the bedroom and bathroom, the master bedroom and bathroom, and gathered up all of the laundry. For some reason, I don't know if it's because we're working outside and then maybe we're changing our clothes after that, but I feel like between the three of us, between Brian, Evan, and myself, we have so much laundry. I try to only do ours once a week. We have enough things, but it still feels like so much. So quick, funny thought that came to mind when I was putting in, here comes Coleman, the laundry from the hamper last week. We could not find Brian's toothbrush, his shaver, and a few things. We were like searching everywhere. He ended up just getting a new toothbrush, and then the shaver I found when I was putting in the laundry with his toothbrush. So what happens is Evan showers in our bathroom, and if y'all are new here, my Evan has Down syndrome, so he's working towards doing things more independently. He knows how to turn the shower on. He knows where it needs to be for the right water temperature. So we'll kind of be like, okay, Evan, go turn on the shower, go get dressed, get in the shower. So when I come in here, during the process, of course, but I don't always notice what he's putting in the hamper. So he has been taking things off the counter and just adding them to the hamper. So now it makes me laugh because I keep finding, I definitely need to search through it before I just dump it all in the wash, because I would have washed Brian's electric shaver. So he is so precious. He brings so much joy to our life. Okay, so with the laundry going, I started in the master bedroom. I always start in one corner of the house and work my way through the main living spaces. I always want the master done because at the end of a long, good day, I love to come into our room, have the bed made, have everything put away. It makes for an easier, peaceful night. So this is the only time of the day outside of the evenings when we're relaxing that I turn on the television. So I usually watch YouTube, of course, right? And I follow my favorite vlogs and families and get caught up. It's just a fun way to make the time pass when I am folding laundry and making beds. And it also helps me to get some inspiration for upcoming content, maybe on our channel. And there are certain families that I love to follow along with. So tell me down in the comments, besides my vlog, of course, right? LOL. What are your favorite vlogs to follow? I would love to check them out. Right now, I'm really enjoying Charlotte Grove Farmhouse. I'm just really inspired by just her lifestyle choices that she's making with her health, and then just, her changing her job, becoming a full-time content creator. And then I just really love her home is lovely. And so I've been watching her vlogs, and she's posting more regularly, so that's fun. I still follow Our Tribe of Many and All Things Home. Those are kind of the three. And then when I'm doing major cleaning, like in the living room, I'll turn on just home tours. That I love the ones that just really have music, where I don't have to just constantly be watching the TV, just glance up and get ideas. So this little handheld vac has come in so handy. I didn't have one until after the fire, and I will link mine down below. It's very inexpensive, but I have been using this every time I make the bed because my two indoor kitties choose to sleep on this white down comforter, of course, right? And that's just part of having animals and having cats, is sometimes you have to deal with hair. So when I'm cleaning, I like to go ahead and get that vacuumed up, and it really doesn't take more than a couple of minutes every day. So I don't vacuum the cat tree like I'm doing here, but probably once a week. My Posy is the one that kind of sheds a lot, and so I just use it really quick to go over his little areas. So I pile up the laundry. I try to fold it as the loads come so that at the end of the day, it's not a huge pile. Now, when we had all 10 kids at home, we had minimal clothing, but I did have enough clothes to where each kid had enough for 7 days. So definitely 7 pajamas, 7 underwears, 7 play clothes, and a few dress clothes, because I would only, believe it or not, do their clothing once a week. We would call it the laundry train. Everybody would bring down their hampers, and we had this huge dining table. And after every load was done, we would just pile it up on the dining table. There were many years when people would just come and help me fold at the end of the day, but for me, it was so nice to only deal with it one day a week. I've been doing my best to, as I fold the laundry, get it put away right then before I move on to something else. That helps me not have laundry piles sit on my chairs in my bedroom for days on end. So I still put away Evan's laundry, and I put away Brian and my laundry. The other kiddos that are at home take care of their own laundry, so it's very doable for me to get it done and put away the same day. So then I moved into, after I'd finished the master bedroom, remember I like to go in order through the house, so I moved to Evan's room. It was definitely time to change his sheets. I absolutely love his sweet bedroom. Since the fire, we kind of gave him a bigger boy room, but it still has a cute theme. It's like cowboy, this beautiful wooden bed that I found on Facebook Marketplace is just so cute. So I needed to change his sheets that day. I wanted to switch out his bedding for more summery bedding that wasn't such a heavy comforter. I highly recommend you have 2 sets of sheets per bed, so that way when you do need to change your sheets, if you don't get it fully done, you're not at the end of the day looking at a bed needing to put something in the dryer. That's the worst, right? So he has this cute pair of cowboy sheets. If I can't find that one, I'll link one down below. And then also Wrangler brand has a very soft set of sheets on Amazon that I got for him that just has little cow skulls. It is so cute. I will link that down below too if you have a little boy and are looking to do a cowboy room. So with Danny and Tommy, my 2 grandsons, living with us as they are waiting to close on their property, there are a lot more friends playing in Evan's room. So at the end of the day, sometimes I don't get in here and help get everything put away. So the 2 little boys go to preschool during the day, and so before Evan headed into his room to play, I wanted to get everything put away. So this ice cream shop from Melissa and Doug is a little bit pricey, but y'all, every single kiddo that comes over plays with it. It is such good quality. I'm sure it's definitely a toy I will keep around for all the grandkids for many years to come. Evan doesn't have a lot of different types of toys. I would say maybe the toys that he loves, he has a lot of, if that makes sense. But kitchen and pretend play is definitely something that he loves to do. His little doctor kit. He loves to get his little stuffed animals and play doctor. And he loves blocks and superheroes. I also have found with Evan that if I set something up for him to play, he's definitely much more likely to go in there and play for a really long time and be really creative. It's harder for him to go in a room and kind of have an idea of what he wants to play. Sometimes he does that, but I've really found that if I set up his action figures or his cars, he does a great job at playing. Also, honey, you had a comment asking if that you would show everybody how to do your sourdough amazingness.
Oh, they didn't want to see my guns?
They'll be more impressed by your sourdough skills. And then I'm working on a video right now. I was gonna film it after I got everything picked up on the beautiful things in our house that we found on Marketplace and estate sales.
There's so many.
Don't you love it?
So
Finding
many
used secondhand vintage treasures.
So you say secondhand used treasures. I say
Guard your thoughts and words, because these are women that love these things too, probably. I think we found good treasures.
yeah, your patio looks great.
Yeah. I know, I just posted that video. Or that video will be posting because you're gonna finish editing it tonight.
Yes.
Okay, but I'm just telling you, next time you're making sourdough, grab me and we'll take them step by step. Maybe we can feed it tonight.
I feed it in the morning.
We'll feed it in the morning. Okay. All right, well, we're gonna go get Dee Dee.
Y'all have fun.
All right, love you.
Hey.
What are you making, honey?
Chipotle bowls. I didn't make it.
Well, you're helping recycle leftovers into a new dinner, right?
Yep. Yep. So we got rice, chicken, beef, onions, corn, sour cream cheese.
Pico de gallo.
Pico.
And the HEB squirt taco sauces.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
You ready?
What?
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's eat.
Okay, here are the Ninja Creami recipes I was telling you about earlier. I will definitely type them out down below. This first one is just their vanilla ice cream, and it was in the little recipe book that came with the Ninja Creami. Y'all, I highly recommend this. I can't tell you how much we have enjoyed it and how every recipe has turned out really, really good. So in this, I just had a tablespoon of cream cheese. I have decided now that I'm gonna double and triple it as I make it because each recipe makes a pint. And then I just mixed the cream cheese with 1/3 cup of sugar and the heavy cream, 3/4 cup of heavy cream, 1 cup of milk, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I did find that it was kind of hard to stir all the ingredients together and get the sugar to dissolve. So I definitely decided that the next time I make this, I'm going to get out the emulsion blender. I think even if it dirties up one more thing, it'll definitely prevent the little clumps at the end from just not getting dissolved. So after you mix it up, you just pop it in these containers that come with the Ninja Creami. I ended up ordering another set of containers so I could make more at once. I will link the Ninja Creami and the extra sets down in the description box below. And then this second one I actually found on a website. I'm hoping I can be able to link that for you, but I will type it out no matter what. This, I'm making butter pecan ice cream for my son Everett. That is one of his favorites. So the only difference here really is that you still use the tablespoon of cream cheese, but instead of regular sugar, you used brown sugar. And then the butter pecan part doesn't come in until you add the mix-ins after you freeze this. So this had 2/3 cup of heavy cream, 1 cup of whole milk, a tablespoon of cream cheese, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. So you just mix that all together. Again, kind of same problem. I had a hard time getting the sugar to dissolve. So next time we'll definitely try the emulsion blender, and you just pour it into the containers, and then after it freezes for 24 hours, that's when you just stick it in the Ninja Creami machine and it blends it up like ice cream. So this is actually Brian and Esme's favorite, I think, and the easiest of all because it's just the one can. So this is making sorbet. You just add any fruit can and there it goes. Okay. So, Ninja Creami, we've made it twice and loved it.
Twice? Only twice?
Yeah. So the
I think it's great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Better than.
Keep going.
Keep interrupting.
No, yeah, that's.
No, I prefer the creamy than. And these sort. And these sorbets are great. Not so much this one, I haven't tried this before, but when she did, let's see, straight pineapple, no sugar added. It's great. What was the other one that you made?
I did the mixed fruit, which was kind of weird, the fruit cocktail.
Yeah, that was weird.
The peaches is what you really liked, and
Peaches.
pineapple. So with summer coming up, we always had the old school big churned ice cream maker. We lost that in the fire. That was one thing we
Which
did not
was
get
something
back.
that we've done for years, and we
Every
all
4th of
enjoyed
July,
it.
yeah.
But this is better.
So I will link the Ninja Creami down below, and then also you'll need to buy these extra sets. When these do go on sale, I'll probably buy another set because it only took me, 15 minutes doing it, but it would be nice if I could make more all at once. So, plus there's a lot of people eating them, so.
To the freezer.
Yep.
Would you present Elizabeth her diploma?